Hello everybody, and this is the importance of algebra when it comes to dealing with money. And this project is made by Julian Rial Bars, aka me. So what is it and why do I even care? Money, you may be asking, and I say yes, money. Because money is a currency that is used to buy, sell, and also do illegal activities, which is a very important thing to do in life, otherwise you're not broadening your horizons enough. And algebra, which is a form of math that is used to contrast and compare different things, often using numbers in the coefficient and alphabetically lettered variables. Get it? Algebra and alphabetical? Well, if you don't get it, it's because that's not actually how it works. It has something to do with like a different language, which I don't read. And I am interested in the topic of money because we use it every single darn day. I mean, I buy Lego. I don't do taxes, but I do have to have food, water, and electricity. I don't think you should do taxes either, because that's boring. You might be asking, but why algebra? Algebra can help you with budgeting. And you might get scammed if you don't budget your spending, like investing in Bitcoin. And, well, algebra can help you with many jobs, like jeweler, dietitian, teacher, carpenter, meteorologist, geologist, chemist, actuary, economist, and many more. But math is so boring, you might say to yourself. Well, I don't think it is boring. Like, look at this is Cheeto. He clearly has no idea what he's thinking about, really. See? Math is so tiring. Algebra, more like algebra. And I say, that's such a juvenile way of thinking. Because don't be a negative integer. Be a positive one. Get it? There's plenty of fun to be had. Let's look at the history of algebra. That's always fun. History and math together. And it is fun. Don't fool yourself. The history of algebra. It was likely created in ancient Babylon and spread into ancient Egypt, you know, that place. And this can be traced back to around 1900 BC, so a long time before you were born, Mr. McDonald. At least I think that's how old you are. I'm not sure. And Babylon had cubic and quadratic functions, which were much more complex than the more simple algebra that Egypt focused on, which was linear algebra. But people think that Greeks did not have algebra, but they actually did. And it was called geometric algebra. Now we use algebra all across the world, like dealing with money, the topic that I'm discussing right now. Before we move on, isn't this cat just adorable? Interesting facts about money, so this will keep you all entertained. Yeah, money! Coins were invented 2,500 years ago, which is probably, once again, older than Mr. McDonald, but I'm not quite sure. The very first plastic money, aka what you would call a credit card in layman terms, was put out in around 1920 in America. And China was the first to make money that was printed on paper, so America doesn't always come first. They may have been the first with plastic, but they weren't the first with printed money on paper. And Queen Elizabeth II is printed on money in 33 of the different countries that are out there that have her. And presidents are on the American bills, but some that are not presidents, like Benjamin Franklin and Alexander Hamilton, are included as well, because they're more important than, I don't know, the other people, because they did stuff. Now you may be asking yourself, okay, that's all wonderful, but what did I just learn? You learned that algebra is a necessity in our everyday life. It builds bridges, roads, solves problems with money, buying, getting a job, and basic day-to-day abstract thinking that you need in your life. And money buys happiness. I know that people say that that's not actually how it works, but it is how it works. Just look at this. Like, take for example this equation. So let's say that x equals food for this. So algebra plus money equals food. And that equals living, and living equals being able to have emotions, plus good food equals happiness. Money plus algebra, nope. Algebra plus money equals happiness. Look at that. Maybe algebra is kind of good. Yeah, maybe it is. This is a graph of Cheeto's change of chart. See how happy he is now? Look. Math is so perfect. And here are the sources. I hope you all finally respected algebra and how it has to relate to money, because it's very important. So don't go to your math teacher saying, "Hey, but do we actually have to use algebra in real life?" Yes, you do, and you have to use it, otherwise you're going to go bankrupt. Okay, bye!